Okay. Neon White review. Let's go. Made by Angel Matrix and published by Annapurna Interactive, Neon White has quickly gone from a game I didn't initially have on my radar to being one of the highlights of the year. It advertised itself as for freaks by freaks, and I have to say, it's a pretty accurate summary. If your definition of freaks includes speedrunning adrenaline junkies who watched a lot of anime from the 2000s and very clearly have a thing for Suda 5-1 games. Also, I bet you guys played Twowie. I can smell it on you. For the record though, all that's pretty freaky in my book, and I love freaky. It's amazing that this game does have a premise, and a whole heap of story on top of that as well, as the core gameplay is so tight that it really could have just stood on its own, level after level with zero context but its own perfect loops justifying their own existence. But I'll read off what's going on anyway. Neon White stars Neon White, a dead sinner with no memories, and heaven has summoned him and his fellow Neons, people from hell who are good at killing, to take part in a bout of competitive demon murder for a chance to win a spot in wondrous paradise. There you go, now get out there. Neon White is all about speed and flow. The game is level based and you've got to kill all the demons in order to open up the exit and move on to the next one. Simple stuff, except the game wants you to finish each level as fast as you physically can. There's no hard timer, only the promise of more tantalizing medals to decorate yourself in, which will raise your Neon rank. That rank is technically the barrier to passing over onto new missions, but the requirements are quite generous, or at least it appeared that way from my perspective, where I needed to score a Platinum Ace medal on every single stage I could. It wasn't a question of wanting to, it was a legitimate compulsion-driven reflex to restart until I could finally get up there and feel good about my time. There is more than 100 levels in this game and it's amazing how distinct they end up feeling. Every inch of this game is crafted with care and precision so that you never feel like you're just doing stuff you've done before, even when you're literally playing levels you've done before. Okay, and now relax. Look at this presentation. This game has an art style that's best described as clean, tranquil. It's a wonderfully realised portrait of heaven that looks as abstract as one might imagine the great beyond appearing, but also careful work has gone into making sure that you can always see what you're meant to be doing in the level itself. Areas are meticulously designed so that getting lost is hard, even when things go in crazy directions. Enemies are like dark ink stains against the canvas environment with distinctive silhouettes and a smattering of colour, so you always know who you're up against on first sight. And environmental hazards catch your eye by being loud reds interrupting the serene white. And if you just thought of Mirror's Edge right now, I don't blame you because it looks like the developers were too at times. This place is literally called Heaven's Edge. There is such a sick style behind its presentation too. Elements and things like the results screen feel like they pop prettily, putting pleasure perfectly in your brain. I really like your player avatar being visible in the bottom left. You know, down there with all the as above, so below. Who deserves a place in heaven? As I said, very Suda. Anyway, the avatar is a static drawing, but it moves around with the action, bouncing along with jumps and landings. It's a great detail. It really pleases the brain. Hey, do you like this music? It's composed by Machine Girl, and it plays a big part into why all of this feels like it works. These are some incredible tracks, flowing through movements as you move flowingly through levels. That is how English works, right? Whoa there, I'm gonna have to keep the music playing because this game does not stop the rhythm for anything. Keeping the music playing when you hit restart is a must for achieving the mystical flow. It's a trick we've long established, but Neon White won't just do it for when you make a mistake. No, let me try that again. Neon White won't just do it when you make a mistake and restart. It'll also keep playing after you finish a level and hit restart, when you look on in disgust at that time and that you know you can beat. You're better than that. The game knows you're going to want to play again and again and likely again after that. The music ducks just underneath that new time jingle, but it's still there and your brain knows it's there. Mentally, the flow. is uninterrupted, so you're ready to get back out there and become one with the game's movement once again. Sound design is also great, feeding you information effectively in what can be a very busy soundscape. I have become addicted to hearing the little bell telling me I took out a demon, and it's a distinct enough sound that you can hear it amidst all the chaos. Also, as the water in heaven makes you move faster, good idea having a whoosh effect when standing in it, even if you're not actually moving. Wait, what? Why does the water speed you up? Because it's rushing water. Duh. We have to get back to the gameplay now, and we're talking about guns. You pick these up in the level and use them to take out the demons. As classic as it gets. Don't be confused that they are cards. There's no deck building here. You pick up the cards from the level. More on them later. The arsenal consists of a pistol, a submachine gun, a rifle, a dom machine gun, a shotgun, and a rocket launcher. Standard stuff, right? Wrong. Because it's been a bit, and it's time to ask, why are the weapons cards? So you can discard them. Duh. Burning a card rather than firing it will give you a one-time movement-based power. Pistols give you a double jump, or maybe more. SMGs let you stomp down fast. Rifles push you forward in an unstoppable dash. LMGs fire a grenade for mass destruction, or you can use it to give yourself an explosive boost. The shotgun will let you fly in any direction in a burning fireball, and the rocket launcher is also a grappling hook. Now, there's also a katana, which you always have on you. It's good in a pinch and can even reflect enemy projectiles. However, if you run out of katana charges, you'll be down to your fists. And something has probably gone very wrong if you're down to those. Keep to your guns. You're going to have to know when and how to play your cards. You can only hold 2 types at a time, but up to 3 power charges of each, so you can pull off combinations of moves to really feel like you are flying through stages. And mastery of these levels means mastery of these cards. Look here, I'm going to show you 3 videos. A first time attempt at a level, an aced level, and something special.
Hello. Welcome to my walkthrough of the Godspeed level. You use the Godspeed card here. You can get through the things. You can also cross gaps with it. It's really quite fun, honestly. So you go all the way around here and you reach the goal. I'm happy with that. Oh, silver's good. Silver's valuable, yeah?
What's up, guys? I'm showing you my new speed run on Godspeed. I am going to show you my Godspeed in Godspeed. So what you do, you just go along here, and then you just zoom across. You just skipped half the level. Yeah, 9:63. That is a fast time. Nobody can beat that.
Hey everyone, here's my new time that I set on Godspeed. Sorry there's no sound, Nvidia didn't record it today. So there we go, 598. Think I can do better though.
You see this? There's a secret medal that the game doesn't tell you about for super fast times. My sanity slipped a bit finding that out, that all my time was spent for some booby consolation prize of pure platinum. Ugh, Ruby is the new hotness. Honestly, the next few hours of my life were a blur. 'Cause I was so fast.
I just keep getting better and better.
But wait, there's more the game isn't telling you. The game will give you tips about shortcuts, but that doesn't mean it's telling you all the quick zippy ways through a level. You're going to have to peel those peepers and look for any way to shave off seconds. That's the obvious stuff the game isn't telling you. But how about shooting enemy projectiles will give you a speed boost? I had beaten the game before I realized that that was the reason that my ghost was occasionally faster than me. That is a game changer! Oh god, I've got to redo all my times! If you have friends that play this, then prepare to lose your mind, as waking up and seeing someone I know beat a time that I thought was good has caused me to clear my schedule so I can move in to deliver some high-speed whooping. Or just get whooped myself. Only when trying again and again to beat a friend's time will you realise that 1/100th of a second is as long as an eternity. There are also global leaderboards to compare yourself to. There has been some cheating problems, but the developer is addressing that somewhat. I don't care too much because I mostly want to compete against people who will swear at me when I beat all of their times while they're at work. For freaks. Bye, freaks. Despite all these high-octane fun times, we still haven't talked about the entire second half of this experience, which is the visual novel story times. That might seem incongruous, but I actually like what's done here. Let me explain. So apart from you, White, there's also Red, Yellow, and Violet. All of you are a menagerie of former assassins who all work together in life. Well, maybe at least. Who knows who you can trust, as you haven't got your memories, and anyone could be saying anything to you.
You wouldn't really abandon a cute girl like me, would you?
Everyone's personality is as distinct as their position on the color wheel, but what really makes this memorable in my book is the writing. Because wow, this game has absolutely zero shame or hesitation in what it's doing.
Can't believe God himself decided to bless me with the thing I love most. A completely clueless boy.
I know you don't remember, but you were once a great teacher. Mr. White.
We rode together for years, bro. Got up to some crazy stuff. You were my Sasuke, man. The darkness to my light.
I have seen some contention on this. How you'll respond depends entirely on how high your tolerance to this particular flavour of writing is. Hot take. I like it. Yeah, it's like a webcomic from the mid to late 2000s, made by complete dorky anime video game fans. Yeah, I know. The game knows too. It even knows you know, but it doesn't care. It's moving unaware but with absolute confidence in what it's doing, and I like that. I prefer something to be sure of itself and expressing itself unreservedly rather than to second guess its actions or words. I've seen some people say it's attempting to satirize this anime style, but it's really not. It's presenting itself earnestly. It just knows that what it's saying is dumb as hell, and then saying it anyway. It's like a throwback to a different era, one that the game is taking inspiration from. You can fast forward through these if you want, but I adore this. Bonehead dude bro best buddy, taunting romantic interest vixen, and twisted psycho alt girl all made me laugh. What more could you want? This game isn't cringe, it's post-cringe. For freaks, by freaks. Duh.
I think I get you. It's like how you can never be a true gamer if you only ever play on easy mode.
I don't actually want to get into the specifics of the story too much, as the purpose of these beats feels like it's mostly to cool you down after the white-hot intensity of the missions. And they do their job well, and I like the story for what it is. No, it's not the third canticle of Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, it's just some weird and scrappy fun. Like the gameplay, really. But what I really want to talk about here is the other part of the visual novel experience, which is the relationship system. No, you can't date people in this. Sorry to everyone who was suddenly awakened by Violet. What I mean is the gift system. If you give people gifts in this game, you improve your relationship with them, and your reward for doing so is mostly more dialogue with them. These are entirely some wacky scenarios unfolding, or just two people shooting the shit for a bit. It's light and fluffy, feeling like non-canon filler in, I don't know, an anime from the 2000s, that sort of thing. Have I driven it home enough yet? That's not your main reward though. Give enough gifts and you start to recover your memories about who you were in your old life, and what actually happened when you and the rest of these killer queens under pressure flashed and bit the dust. That is also not your main reward. Each character you give presents to, not including the angels, who are all talking cats in this game, don't ask, will unlock for you bonus missions that you can take on that ask you to do entirely new things. Violet wants to torture you with Super Meat Boy levels of cruelty, Red wants to see you use those discard powers as effectively as possible, and Yellow is an idiot who doesn't know that you can use discard powers, so neither can you. I love the subtle joke in all of his levels that you can see a better way forward to the goal that you cannot reach because this heavenly himbo doesn't know you can use these powers. Well, that sounds swell. The getting the gifts to give these people is also integrated into the game, because they're in almost every single level in the main story, hidden in tucked away hidey holes and high up perches, and it's up to you to work out how on earth you get to them. You have to play the level entirely differently if you want to catch them all, stocking up on powers to have a hope of reaching them rather than using them to get a faster time. It adds a wonderful layer of replay value to each level, and helps improve your own skills by making you think about the environment in ways you hadn't beforehand. I also appreciate that the level ends once you get them, as having to end the level after getting them sounds like a nightmare that I could see other games trying. Thank you for that. Oh man, I just love this game. Can you tell? I don't really have anything to criticize about it. Like, nothing else really matters, except that when I'm skating across these levels free as a bird, I feel like I'm on... Neon White is excellent, brilliantly designed, and a unique experience that I didn't realize I wanted until it was on my plate, and I've still got hooks in me. I'm going to be playing more of this. If you saw instances in this video where I could have done a level better, yeah, so did I. Now I'm going back in to score some more times. You can pick this up on Steam and also apparently Switch? That sounds like a nightmare, but you do you. Play this game. It is a pulse-pounding, white-knuckle roller coaster that you'll want to ride again and again and again. It is the gaming equivalent of speed Rubik's Cube solving. Confident and unashamed, post-cringe, for freaks, by freaks, and I couldn't recommend this game to everyone enough! Ugh. Whew. Okay. What's my time on that? I can do better than that. Okay, from the top. Let's go! Game good.